That's maddening.
This is horseshit.
Okay, so what we're looking to do today is find a new store. So I'm gonna be traveling from doing something very similar to what my father did when he was looking for a job. Some of the advice that my dad gave me is he said that when he wanted to become a chef, he went from I think 42nd Street to 59th Street, from I think Avenue, what is there? Like First Avenue I think to 11th Avenue. And he went to every single restaurant in every single building and gave them a resume. So one of the things that's been bothering me is not having a proper commercial store space, because this space doesn't fit anybody anymore. So I'm gonna try and follow my dad's advice, like the same way I did when I found this store. So the way I found this store was it took about 5 to 6 months of going up and down and taking notes on every single space that was empty when I saw it. And I'm gonna do that again, but this time I'm gonna stream it. So, about to leave. Get my helmet on. I thought the new store was sorted. Oh, that was just looking. That wasn't a guarantee. That was a... Until you sign the lease, it ain't it.
Are you streaming?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Don't say anything inappropriate, Paul.
MacBooks are good.
I will run you over with this bike, hi.
Alright.
I sent you a cat backpack so you can take Oreo. If I take Oreo, I'm going to be filled with feces if I do that. Hey. No. We're gonna go over to First Avenue. No, I mean Avenue C or so, First Street. So let's get going. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look. Take a ride. Field trip indeed. So yeah, just to be clear, I'm not reading any chat because that is if I'm not stopped, doing so is ridiculously illegal. So this is the space that I was looking at. To give you all an idea. But this may not be fully appropriate based on the amount of money it's going to cost to renovate. I'm not saying that, that's the thing, it's not like I couldn't come up with the money. It's a question of whether or not it's worth it to spend that money. So we're going to keep going. I'm going to start off on Avenue C and First Street, and we're going to go from there. Check out every single store from here all the way up to 59th. Now obviously this is not going to be something that we do in a day. This is going to be something that takes a bit of time, because again, finding my first one, you know, it took 6 months. But every time I see an open space that may be worthwhile, we're going to take a look at it. Craving ice cream. Graphics in this game look amazing. Oh yeah. It says 20 mile per hour speed limit, so watch how many cars honk at me if I actually go 20 miles an hour. I love it. What are you doing, motorcycle? Those are lovely New York roads. So the GoPro has some stabilization, so you may hear these really loud bumps that I go over, but not actually see the video move on the screen. And that's because the roads in New York are, lots of it is garbage. Oh yeah, one of the things with the GoPro is you can't choose what channel you stream to. So the GoPro software, let's say I have 2 YouTube accounts associated with one email. You can choose an email address, but you cannot choose which YouTube account to stream to. It's one of the only applications I've ever used that links itself with YouTube, ever. In my 7 years of YouTube, that doesn't ask you, hey, which YouTube account do you want to do this with? Which YouTube account do you want to change mass descriptions on? Or which YouTube account do you want to grab data from or upload to? So we're 2 blocks away from First Street. So once I get to First, I'm going to start going up every single block individually, and we're going to see if we find something. Actually not First, because technically it's houses. So we're going to go up Second. So here we got Second Street. So let's see if we see anything interesting. I will let you know. Anytime we see an open space, or a space that looks like it could be for rent, I'm going to have you guys give me what your opinion is on it, and I'm also going to write it down. So, no, that's Department of Buildings, not necessarily. Nothing yet. Dismount the bike because I'm going the wrong way down the street. Nothing.
He had surgery, so I tried.
Nothing here looks like it's open or available. Well, this looks pretty. Look at this. Regular Wonderland. You know, maybe no. That's a bit. That space does not look like it would make a nice MacBook repair shop. We're looking for an upgrade. Okay. Go to a lower gear. Make it easier. There we go. Why am I in a high gear when I'm going at like 8 miles an hour? Nothing here is open. Most of these are not really stores. We got a barber shop, laundry shop. Here we go. What's this? .172 East 2nd Street. Let's write this down. Actually, if I leave the app, can I make notes? Okay, one sec. I gotta close all this other junk running on my phone. Close, 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 close. Take note. Okay. 172 East 2nd Street. May. No sign. Looks abandoned. This is going to be in the draft list. Okay. Someone says you are a mail-in store. That is a know-it-all notion from somebody who has never looked at my QuickBooks or finances. But in fact, a majority of my business that actually pays, or a majority of the clients that actually spend money, are actually located within New York, within this, actually in this area. So next block, we are on Avenue A. Take a let's walk over. So I'm just kind of walking right now. I'm not pedaling. So we got this thing over here. So that's 7th. What is it? 23 Avenue A. Cabby, can't you tell that I'm looking at a store? So 23 Avenue A. Let's take a look at that. See what we got there. All right. This is some. What do we got here? People may think this approach is silly, but this is also how I was able to find the store I have now for $3,500 a month. Okay. So this is a work permit. Is this a work permit that's filled by... is this work permit filled by, let's say, a building owner or something? Or the person, or like a store owner? Business. Okay, plumbing and heating business. I'm kind of curious what's going on here. You never know. So it looks like this is 23 Avenue A. We're gonna leave a note for that. 23 Avenue A. No sign. Building permit. All right. Maybe you're leased, maybe you're not. Who knows? Again, you always want to catch the space before it ends up on the real estate market, before it ends up with a broker. Because once the space is in the hands of a realty broker, you're probably going to wind up getting fucked in the ass. And that's no fun. Ooh, I just saw one. This is so illegal. No, it's not. Nobody saw me. All right, so let's turn. If I had Uber plates, it wouldn't be illegal. What do we got here? I just saw a cool store. I don't want to go too far off of my. I don't want to go too far off of my up and down each block grid approach here. 5,000 square feet. Now, that sounds good. All right, what's this? And the gym's right upstairs. Okay, cool. What's this? You can't see in. Let's see. You probably don't have a building permit. So in New York City, usually if you have a building permit, you can see in the store. But if you don't have a building permit, you can get in trouble if you're doing construction. And building permits cost a few $1,000s. It's a pain in the ass to get one. I mean, honestly, doing anything with the city of New York is a fucking miserable undertaking, just in general. It really is a pain in the ass. The shit that I had to go through with my licensing is just, it's annoying. You know, like you're sitting in a room for 5 or 6 hours, no air conditioning. Even if you want to pay the money. And it's not even an issue of competence, because they don't ask. So, what are your qualifications to service electronics? Anything like that. It's just, they don't care. It's just you have to sit in line at a bureaucracy, wait to get your money. Anyway, back to the point. So, usually if people don't have a license, the building permit, what they will do is they'll put a bunch of paper up on the window, and that, well, how do you know what they're doing in there? I mean, maybe they're painting, maybe they're building stuff, maybe they're changing the foundation. I don't know. All I see on the front is a bunch of white paper. So, this is something that I'm definitely down. So what are we at here? We're at 28 Avenue A. Bam. 5,000 square feet seems like something that's fitting. 28 Avenue A. For rent. Write down the number. 2. Also, that number is, I'd have to Google it, which I can't do right now since I'm streaming and doing something else. But looks like it could potentially not be a broker. Remember, broker makes everything more expensive and a pain in the ass. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We have another one. Oh yeah. This over here is another potential space, but this is a box. Like, this is legit a box. This is smaller than my apartment. Yeah, this is what oh my god. Yeah, fuck. Let's see if I can get my GoPro out for a moment. Show you on the inside of this. The GoPro's mounted on the bike right now. Yeah, that's a bedroom. That's not a store, that's a bedroom. Okay, fuck that. Let's use this. Alright, let's continue. Alright, we wrote down the other one. Always good to know what your options are. Wait for the light to turn. We're going to survey this area and we're going to find something. Trust me, something here is going to do it with what it is we want it to do. sec. We're gonna make it so my screen stops turning off. This way, at least when I stop, I'll be able to read some of what you said. Okay, screen timeout. We're gonna set that to 10 minutes from 1 minute, so this way I can actually see what you guys are saying when I stop at a light or something. Wow, that is a lot of silicone. Damn. This block we don't have much. We have somebody riding the wrong way down the road on a bike. And this is why e-bikes are illegal, by the way. It's not because they're actually dangerous. You see the dude on my left? Like, it's one thing if you dismount the bike and you're walking it or something, but he's just straight up riding it wrong way down the one-way street. That is why this shit is illegal. Okay, so if you take a look across the street, that is the place with the dude that's like, my space is worth 19,000. I'd be willing to maybe work with you and give it to you for 13 or 14 the first year, but I have to know that I'm getting close to market soon. I'll show you it just for shits and giggles. It's not a place that I'm gonna take. I'm fairly certain that that's gonna wind up being a deli or a Popeyes, because he was in talks with some people to turn it into a Popeyes. Yeah, that was the guy that goes, you don't understand the way the market works. It's like, no, I understand how the market works. I just ain't paying that bullshit ass price for your space. It doesn't seem like many other people are either, given the fact that it's been open for forever. Alright, so we're gonna wait. And I'll ride over there and I'll show it to you once the light turns. I'm trying to not be a stereotypical New Yorker. Holy shit, we got 3,000 people watching. It's a record. That's like 30 Eli streams. Okay, like the bikes are going, the girl is going. Why am I not going? Why am I listening to this stupid traffic light? Do I realize what city I'm in? Traffic lights mean nothing here. Also, one of the things you get from the stream is see how people actually listen to traffic lights. All right, so this is the place where the guy says, you know, like, market rate is 18 to 19,000. I understand I'm probably going to have to sell for 15 for a while. I may give you the first year at 13,000, maybe. So you tell me what you think of this shit. Yeah, look at this. This space, market for this is 15 to 18. GTFO. Oh yeah, fuck out of here. Like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's just, like, I'm not spending 4 to 5 times what I spend right now. I think even with all the increases and everything, I'm up to like 4,900 or so, 47 or 4,900, I forget. Because we got another increase coming up in a month. September is usually when the increase comes up. And there's also the increase in property taxes every year, whatever that is, you pay, I think, like 30 to 50% usually. All right, so it looks like, sorry, this becomes a one-way street. So I actually can't continue down this block. So I'm gonna have to go, probably take 3rd Street all the way to 11th or 12th Avenue. And then from there, I'll continue back down to 1st Avenue on 2nd Street. Because remember, you don't want to be one of those bike people that always goes the wrong way down the road. That's a douchey thing to do, and I'm not going to do it. Thank you to Jeff, and thank you to Flowers and Narnia. Yeah.
Jesus, I need a man to make me go with that.
This way. All right. Get a tarot reading, someone says. Now here's the thing. Yeah, when I said that I found my first space by using this method, and it works, the reason it works is you want to get to the space before it makes its way to a realtor or a broker. It's the same concept. 8-bit and up games. This is kind of cool. Oh, what's this? Holy crap, they have arcade machines in here. This is really cool. I would step there if the bike wouldn't be immediately stolen the moment I step away from it. But this is New York, so it will be. So we can't do that here. Alright, so, yeah, what was I saying? Ah, yeah, so you want to get the space before the realtor zaps it away from you. Before it winds up on the real estate market where you're just going to get off. You want to try to strike a deal before that happens. It's the same thing when it comes to buying machines. You know, like if you're in the market for purchasing used stuff, you don't want to buy a MacBook on eBay with the hopes of fixing it to resell it. If you do that, you're just going to get screwed. Like by the time the MacBook makes its way to eBay, it's already been through 2 or 3 repair shops. The owner has already tried to fix it themselves. It's a nightmare. It's a complete utter waste of time. You get nowhere doing that. You want to find the MacBook before all that shit happens. You want to find it while the company is bike lane. You want to find it while the company is, let's say it's, a school or something, before it gets liquidated. You want to find it before the recycling companies have gone through and picked all the good shit for themselves. Before 2 or 4 repair shops tried to get some money out of it and couldn't. That block has no stores. This block has it closed. That place is closed but not closed for business. Urban Glass Design, you look closed but not closed for business. Somebody to my right has a small penis, evidenced by the revving and the continuous revving and the vroom vroom. There's an inverse relationship between the amount of noise that a vehicle makes and the penis size of the individual driving it. Usually. It's a direct correlation. Why in New York? Most of my business is here. I don't feel like giving up large portions of my income. And now they're both talking in the middle of the road, keeping traffic. That's just great. Alright, so we don't have any stores here. No stores here. For rent. Full floor residences. Ah, residences. That's not a store. I just went over a large chunk of fucking glass. Damn. That may be the end of this stream. Let's see. That's a rock. Rock. Glass. I don't know if you all heard that. That was a really, really loud noise from a big pile of glass that I just went over. The Schwalbe Mobile, if this works, shout out to Schwalbe for the Moto X tire. If it was just, because that was a direct hit. That was a nasty, nasty noise. Just like, let's see if there's a piece of glass there. Because if it didn't pierce the tire, you want to get rid of it so it doesn't have an opportunity to pierce it. You also want to make sure you don't spell tire with a Y. That causes cancer. So, let's see. No stores here. No big deal. Someone says, "Oh my God, you are such a bad cycler." Yes, I'm sure that you now can get your dopamine kick from bitching about something on the internet that has nothing to do with what we're doing. Congratulations. Everybody tell this guy how great he is. I think New York causes cancer. Yes. Yes. Yes, it does. If not cancer, it causes stress. And, well, I wouldn't be surprised if stress caused cancer. Ooh, retail space available. Let's take a look at that. What do we got over here? Premier Equities. That sounds like the type of company that's going to charge $250 a square foot. Let's see what this is. So you can't really see in very well, so let's put the lights on. GoPro out. So what do we have here? Why are you no longer considering that store? I didn't say I'm not considering it, but why the hell would I only give myself one option? It's insane. So if you take a look inside, see what we get. This is small. This is smaller than what I have right now. And it's, the realtor is Premier Equities. Premier sounds like the kind of person that's going to tell me it's going to cost $8,000 to rent this. So, you know what? We are going to leave this off the list. Let me just take a look and see if there's anything in the inside that I'm missing here. No, this place is tiny. Yeah, no, not it. Not interested. Alright, let's continue. Cute doggy. Oh. Hi, doggy. What an adorable little dog. So the world's cutest little puppy. Turn my lights off. It's daytime. Let's keep going. Alright, do we see anything on this block? Doesn't look like anything is available on this block. To my left, to my right. And honestly, this is Broadway. No. Broadway is going to be like $40,000, $50,000. It's ridiculous. Let's see what we have here. There's nothing available over here. Looks like a college dorm or some shit like that. What do we have over here? We have New York sports clubs over there. Looks like a bunch of residential stuff. No commercial space available here. That's fine. No big deal. We'll keep it. What do we have here? Yeah, Broadway, there's no point in even bothering. Somebody's honking. Subwoofer is vibrating my bike. Can any of you hear that? Fix the rattle. Yeah, with what time? What fucking time? I still haven't done my daily border repair video. I said I was going to give you a daily one and there's no border repair video. So I have to go back to the store and do that. First, I have to go through the entirety of Manhattan and find a store. There's so much shit on this bike that I need to fix. The rattling is not actually, it's not a problem to be fixed, like something I'm gonna take out my screwdriver and fix. That's simply what happens with this controller and the Bafang at Erica. No, I'm streaming. Erica, why are you calling me? You're gonna mess up stream. Anyway, yeah, I can't fix that. But if I use a Salvaton 72150, you get that rattle when you hit maximum RPM. And when you're using or like, not maximum RPM, if you're trying to not go maximum RPM, but you've reached the limit of that specific set of throttle, that's the point of the throttle. So like if you're trying to keep yourself at 30 miles an hour, but you're at a gear where you have the ability to go to 40. Whereas with the ASI controller, it's the opposite. If I'm trying to go slow, that's when you get the I plan on putting a 72150 controller back on this thing, but that's something, again, like when the fuck am I gonna make time for this? No stores over here. Let's go down here, maybe we get a store. I've never even seen LaGuardia Place. What is this? Yeah, I feel you in the flesh. Alright, so what do we have here? Turn on my left, turn on my right. Now we're walking. We're walking. We're walking. Okay, I don't see a store here. Oh, this is NYU neighborhood. Oh, hell. This is gonna be like $10,000 for a box. Okay, so this is around the area where like the NYU dorms are. So you get these little NYU Mail Services, Copy Central. So this is an area where if I find a store, it's going to be a minimum of $10,000 and it's going to be a box. Yeah, screw that. It doesn't look like there's anything available on this block anyway. Go back up, because there's nothing here. The rest of the block has nothing worth looking at. Up there. Says easily monetize your rent in New York City and California and set up as much business in 40 million PEP CA in less than 7 months. Did it for my 36,000 square foot boat shop space. Secured 7.2 million in editorial advertising. This would be easy to do for you. I don't know what you mean by monetize my rent and set up as much business in less than. What do you mean by monetize my rent? I appreciate the $20, thank you, but I don't know exactly what that means. What is your suggestion? So this. Okay, so here we have somebody parked in the middle of the street because that's apparently a cool thing to do. Oh, you're going back now, really? You're seriously like going in reverse while there's people behind you. Aren't you a lovely human being? So, and the light has turned red, so now I can't go. So let's see if there's any stores around here. So we got Mamoon's Falafel. That's an ancient place. On McDougal Street. The other Mamoon's turned into a more commercial Mamoon's. I don't like it since there's no more spinach pie. I used to love getting the spinach pie there, but now you don't have spinach pie. Yeah, this place is fucking famous. I might as well show you that, even though we're not looking for a store in that area. Actually, yeah, I'll show you Mamoon's after we look at this. So check it out. We've got retail space available right here. Let's see what we have right to my left or left to my right, or actually another way to say that. Check it out. Let's see what we have inside here. You can't really see in too well, so let's get the lights on. Let's see what we... Yeah, there's no fixing the rattling thing. That is a Bafang motor with an ASI controller when you're going at a lower speed. That's just, it is what it is. Okay, this place is a restaurant, so that means it's going to be super, super expensive. And besides that, it's actually smaller than the space I have now, so we have expensive. It's going to be really expensive, and it's not really going to be that great. So I can't say that that's going to be something we look for. For the new wheel set, though, and those awful Rose Destroyer wheels. Oh, dude, I went through 5 wheels in the past year. I've went through 5 wheels already, and most of them are on the small bike. I'm kicking my bike along. Kicking my bike along. 1, 2, 3, kick. 4, kick. 5, kick. Wait for these people to pass. And we continue on our journey. Let's see. We have a red light. Now it's a green light. Ew, garbage truck. Don't want to get stuck behind that. Ka-ching! What's that to my right? Do not move, touch, or take plans, private property of tenant. I don't know if that's for rent or not, but if you're that adamant about people not touching a bunch of dead-looking plants, you're probably not going to be a great landlord. Let's see, what do we have over here? Okay, you have like 5 paper signs saying, do not touch the plants. Do not touch the plants. Do not touch the plants. This landlord has legal possession of these premises. Oh, you know what? This may actually be a good thing. So they were used to having deadbeat tenants. Maybe they'd like a tenant that will actually pay their rent. Check this out. So we've got a... So what's the... Marshall's legal possession, Hokey, New York, Inc. 121 West 3rd Street. Okay, well... Can't see in the place. I have no idea what's... Is there any place with a paper? Aha, we have a gap in the paper over here. Ah, you can't see around it. There's not enough space to see around it. Wait, whoa, here we go. Gap in the paper. Bada bing. Oh. Check it out. You know, it's not much bigger than what I have right now. The fisheye in the GoPro makes it look bigger, but I don't know if it actually is. Nah, that's not really an upgrade. It looks big, but it's not. It's not as big as you. The fisheye camera is screwing with you, because I see what you see in the GoPro, and it doesn't look like what I see with my eye. It looks much larger than it is. And there's a Marshall legal possession notice, which means that it's probably a lot of legal shit. But you know what? I'm gonna add it to the list anyway, just because maybe I'm wrong. So that is 121 West 3rd Street. 121 West 3rd Street. Maybe it has a back area. May have back room. Marshall possession. Marshall took. Okay. left that's free. It's important to take a look at that quickly because I have to make a right since this is a one-way street and very crowded. So 3rd Street looks like it ends there. I'm really certain there's a West 3rd Street though, so I gotta find that. We have a tattoo place, a party place, a papaya dog, a motorcycle or scooter that looks way more expensive than my pile of shit. Yeah, what the fuck is this? I went off 3rd Street. Alright, let's walk myself over. You sell a lot of handcuffs for a party store. What happened to the other building in the videos? The other building in the videos may need too much work. And even if they're willing to give me a year of free rent, you want $9,500 for the first year, and I think $11,000 for the second year, $12,000 for the third year, and then 3% increases on that. And I think a $38,000 deposit, but it needs a good amount of work, and that amount of work that it needs is probably going to wind up counteracting the year of free rent. So we're always looking for potentially something else. So let's see what we have here. Oh, this could be something. This is John Dijanji. Alright, so you can't really see in too well. Yeah, it's actually a restaurant. I don't know if you can see that, but that is really tiny. And this is made to be a restaurant. Now the thing is, you could always take a place that was made to be a restaurant and make it into a repair shop, but the problem with doing that is that landlords will typically ask way more money for it because it's a restaurant, just because it's like a landlord rule thing. If it's gonna be a And that is what makes it less viable. Why is the video quality so bad? Because it's a stream using Verizon LTE. And the YouTube app also in general. YouTube live streaming from a phone or a GoPro, it always sucks. It's just the way it is. I wish it wasn't the way it was, but it is the way it is, and it is, so not much to do there. Okay, so this may be a good time to go back down 2nd Street since I missed a lot of 2nd Street. Also, this is where a lot of the numbered streets turned into named streets. Ooh, what's this? Okay. Another one. This is gonna be something out of my budget. Yeah, you could put a Whole Foods in here. You know what, a man can dream though, right? Let's see. That's probably gonna be way too expensive. Watch out for your bike, man. Oh, I'm looking at it in the reflection. So yeah, and this is on 6th Avenue, so they're gonna want. Should I even bother writing that down? Yeah, baby. I don't really like beef burritos. So get that in. So what is the address here? That is 307 307 6th Ave. Write down the number. big and expensive. The landlord might be a fan of the channel. You know, that's quite a bit of wishful thinking right there, my friend. That's quite a bit of wishful thinking there, my friend. Let's just say I'm not relying on that being the case. But a man can dream. Don't let your dreams be dreams. And they could be overpriced retail properties. So what do we have down here? Is this where 3rd Street comes back and continues? What is this mess? Son of a bitch. Okay, walking my way over. Nice little park over here. Dos Toros. That's an amazing burritos right there. See Dos Toros? Probably can't because of fisheye camera, but it's really good stuff. This is Carmine Street. I don't know how Carmine Street relates to 3rd Street. Probably gotten myself lost down here. This area is kind of confusing. Trattoria Spaghetti. Spaghetto. More like Trattoria Spaclosdo. Alright, so let's see if we have any for rent signs there. Or, I think they may just be renovating an existing business. I feel like such an ambulance chaser doing this. Jesus, 4,600 people are watching me try to find a space to rent? This is insanity. Here's the interesting thing. I fix a board, nobody gives a shit. 200 people watch, 300, like most, maybe 600. I'm looking for a space to find so that I can fix boards, and it gets a bunch of views. Like the actual process, the thing that I'm trying to do, nobody gives a shit. But looking for the space to do the thing that nobody gives a shit about, and everybody's interested. Let's see if we can get a spy look inside this Trattoria Spaghetto place. Get an idea if it's open, been closed, how old is this building permit? Alright, so is there any place where my camera will fit in there? This place looks like it's too big anyway. We're gonna want too much fucking money. Okay, so it's a really confusing area. I want to get back to 3rd Street just for the pure gridness of it. Wow, Wolf Lights open a second location? I never knew about that. This place makes amazing wraps. Every time I was leaving work at like 1 or 12 or like 1 in the morning, I would go to this place to get food. But I would usually go to the one on Rivington and Ludlow and Rivington, I think. But I didn't know that they had one here as well. Yeah, Wolf Nights makes good stuff. Okay, let's just accept that I'm not going to be able to cover this area in an easy way where I know exactly which one of every single street I walk down. I didn't bring a piece of paper with me because I figured this was just going to be, you know, like a grid. But I forgot about the fact that the area where I'm starting and all the streets turn funny. So, let's just take a look around and browse. Do some store browsing. Turn my lights on so somebody's getting used to me having a light on. It's an excuse to bump into me. So we have to come back to 2nd and 3rd Street later.
He thinks I'm gonna run him over. I don't want to run him over. We'll do West 4th Street heading east. Let's see what we find here. Delivery dudes do not give a shit. He kind of gives a shit. He doesn't want to die. He's smarter than the average delivery person I've seen on a Arrow 7. There's a pink bike up there. Wow, look at the pink bicycle. There's no stores to my left and my right because these look like they're mostly dorms and apartment buildings. There's not going to be a space over there. Not worth going down that block just yet. Fucking cabbie. People used to tell me, get a horn, get a horn. It doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. Like it fucking matters what the law is. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, I love it. I think it's so cute when people, they point out these really superficial ways in which I may or may not be 110% compliant with the law. What does it do? Like, he's walking slowly with the red light. Not even fast, not even like trying, because at least the first set of people they were trying to run, that dude was just like, oh, what? You mean? You're threatening to run me over? Okay. That was just ridiculous. I can't believe that. Okay, so what do we, that guy thought I was talking about him, that was fine. So what do we got here? 2,000 square foot lower level, 2,200 square foot ground. So this...
On your hand, you're going to write on your hand.
Why are you screaming in the middle of the street? You crazy person. Okay, 2,000 square feet lower level, 2,200 square foot ground. Yeah, that's I'm not gonna move forward. Like, that's dumb. So the place I'm looking to rent is about 2,000 square feet. That's not measured, that's landlord speak. So you gotta cut like 20% off of it right off the bat, because most realtors and landlords lie to you about that shit. So this is 2,200 square foot up, 2,000 square foot lower level, and it's in the Washington Square area rather than Avenue C, which means this is gonna be a little out of the price range. There's no way in hell that that's gonna be a Rossmann store. Nope. Okay. Let's see. So this space takes up the entire block, I think. Yeah, I'm not tightening the GoPro because it makes it more of a pain in the ass. Colliers International. Ah, you're one of those international groups that buys a property, keeps it, sits on it for a few years until there's a ridiculously high demand and then sells it at a high price. Yeah, you're not the type of person that's going to give me a bargain on this. Yeah, I don't need to waste time calling those people. All right, so I'm not going to take that as a note because that is a waste. That is going to be, yeah, that's insane. They're probably going to want $30,000 or $40,000 for that. So, oh yeah, it's right across the street from NYU. Who am I kidding? Why did I even stop my bike for that shit? That's gonna be crazy. All right, let's continue down the road. So what do we have? Nothing to rent to my left or to my right, although that's a bunch of scaffolding that's not ready for production. Hebrew Union College, Jewish Institute of Religion. That's not it. There's a place across the street, but that is hey, retail for lease. Nobody behind me. I took a look. I didn't do a U-turn without taking a look. How dare you? How dare you? Right, let's see what we have here. Bada bing. Alright, we're a restaurant of some sort. Maybe. Maybe this was a bar? Looks like it's got a downstairs and a couple of interesting things there. Let's see what we got in the inside of you. I should have made these bike lights detachable for this stream. There's so many things that I know to do for the next time I do this type of stream, but I need more help for that kind of stuff. Get second, very nearby store, small store, very small nearby store, have staff, certain renovation there. I've thought about it, but it's hard. All right, so we got this. And there's a downstairs. If you look to the right, it looks like there's a downstairs. Yeah, I mean, if this many people are watching this, maybe I'll make more time to do these streams and make them a little better. Some of the stuff that I need would be that GoPro dongle to put a proper microphone on the GoPro, because you know I can't put a proper mic on it since it requires a dongle that's not made anymore. Got this over here. I could use a detachable, some lights that would run off of the bike. Bike battery. Yeah. Help me make a list. If Hi-Hi's listening, make a list of the shit that I could use to make these streams suck a little less. I'm charging my GoPro and my phone off of this because if I wasn't with the Wi-Fi hotspot plus the GoPro battery dies very quickly without streaming. Much less with streaming. That thing will be dead immediately. Wait a second. I didn't take the place's info. I should have taken that. Nah, it's a restaurant. That place is set up to be a restaurant. That's going to be painful to turn into a repair shop, I think. Alright, so down this block, there's nothing. There's a Soul Cycle. I believe those are being protested at the moment, and maybe they'll close and I'll be able to put my repair shop there. And we have a retail wines and spirits parking lot, residential. Nothing here worthwhile for me. We have the drunk people to my left before. Nothing here, nothing here. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's nothing open on that block. I was okay. So next. Let's see. Missed opportunity. You had a ready-made Genius Bar. So what? Do you guys really want me to go back to that Genius Bar looking space? That restaurant? I'll let you guys vote. Yes or no? Do we do it? Do we do it? All right. Fuck it. We'll do it. I'll go back and take the risk. Man, it must suck to be a car. All this traffic and rubbish you have to deal with. It's so much better being a car. Yeah, being a car fucking sucks. Sucks to be a car. Let's take a second look at that space. I think it was over here. Was this it? I think this was the area. Or was it back there? Now I forget. Fuck. Crap. Okay, I know it was on 4th. This is 4th? This is 4th, is it? No? Son of a... Ah, Soul Cycle is here. Yeah, so this is 4th, so I'm on the right area. I just gotta wait for the... Just gotta wait to cross the street. My battery is still at 56.5 volts, so I got a while to go before I have to worry about anything dying. My main worry is that the GoPro discharges faster than it charges while recording. You can't trust the GoPro to do anything right, really. So we're gonna see if this works. I have a fast USB-C charge. I have